Hey guys, welcome to my conversation with your Georgia 3A 113-pound state champion from Bremen.
Bremen.
Bremen. Graysen Cooper. Graysen, how does that sound?
Sounds pretty good.
Sounds good to be a state champion after coming up
Come
a little short
there.
before that. So I how was it leaving 2 years ago from Macon and coming up just short?
It was devastating, especially beating persons in the what is it called?
Sectional?
Sectionals. Yeah,
Yeah.
I sectionals, and then losing to him in the finals. It just hit hard. It was not fun.
It was
Uh,
not fun.
but I'm glad that it happened, and it motivated me a lot, and made me realize, open up my eyes a little bit. So I'm
Well,
glad it
and
happened.
and you came back and you dominated this year. But before we get to your run to a state title and talking a little bit more about that loss and different things like that, let's start off the mat. Is that cool?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So if are you wearing headphones? Are you listening when or to a song or anything like that before you wrestle?
No, sir. Just
You
me and my thoughts.
just you and your thoughts.
There.
Any nerves?
A little bit. I don't usually get too nervous, but finals definitely makes you a little bit nervous. Um, no matter who it is, still makes you a little bit nervous. But I haven't really dealt with a lot of nerves. I just don't really get nervous that much.
That's cool. That's cool. Why not music? It's interesting that because some people, I'd say the majority of wrestlers probably listen to something before they wrestle. Some don't. Why don't you?
I guess because you're not able to listen to music during the wrestling match, so I just want it to be all. Like superstitious about that kind of thing. I
Okay.
just want to have a clear mind going into the match.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so let's go to school. Let's go into talking about school. What's your favorite subject? Doesn't that be your best subject? What's your favorite subject?
I would say I'm in American literature right now, and I'm kind of enjoying it right now. But I'd say my best is math. Um, in the past, I guess. So
You what is it? What is it about math? You just like it connects for you?
yeah, it just clicks.
Okay.
It's pretty easy.
What about American literature do you like?
The like poems and stuff that we're going over right now. Um,
Okay.
hundreds and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So can you write poetry? Can you
I'm good. I haven't, but I'm pretty good at it.
I got you. I got you. You just like them. Yeah, that's cool. What about your least favorite subject?
It was literature, but I'd say I'd say probably science right now. Science
Okay.
is science. I don't deal with science.
What is junior science in high school? I don't even know.
Uh,
Is it chemistry or
sure. Yeah, I
so
did not like it.
you don't
Not
like chemistry? All
a
right.
thing.
How important is a good teacher to you enjoying the subject? From like a 1 to a 10.
I'd say 10, pretty much. If they're passionate about it, then I'll listen to them
Okay.
because it's easier to listen to somebody that's more passionate about it.
Do you have in your head a teacher that you like really you didn't may not have liked the subject, but you just really like connected?
Um, Actually, in chemistry, my teacher in chemistry, he was pretty invested into what he was teaching, and he was passionate about it. So I liked how he teaches and stuff. So
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
I didn't like chemistry. I didn't like
No,
that part.
no, yeah, but that's important. I mean, that's an important piece. And as a former teacher and things like that, that's nice to hear. I don't know if anybody liked the way I taught, but we'll get beyond that. What's the best breakfast food?
I'm gonna say sausage and biscuits with gravy.
Sausage and biscuits with gravy. Are we doing like a white gravy or brown gravy?
White gravy.
A white gravy? Okay. All right. Um, so I know you were probably watching what you were eating this year. You're a big
Oh,
13 pounder.
I cut a good bit.
So during the year, you're very mindful of what you're able to eat and what everything else. What what was there a food that you missed that you weren't able to have?
I I didn't even miss food that much. I missed water.
You
Like
missed
I
water.
just a lot of liquids, and I just being able to drink whatever I wanted. That's mainly what I missed.
I get you. Yeah. Was water the thing? I mean, or was it something else? Like I'm a big fan of Coke. You know, I just love Cokes. I don't know.
I think red Gatorade. Red
Red
Gatorade.
Gatorade. I got you. All right. All right. So let's talk a little bit about that. Cookies or brownies?
Mm, I would say cookies
Cookies.
from Crumble specifically.
Yeah, you're the second person who said from Crumble. Okay. So Crumble is good,
Crumble,
got great cookies.
there.
What cookies?
Just any. They make like I think like 6 new cookies every week or every month or something like that. But it's amazing. I try all the flavors and they're all good. I've never
Okay. All right. Is there anything that you tried that you were like, I'm not sure about this, and then you ate it and you were like, ooh, that's really good.
cornbread. There was a
Cool.
cornbread and I was like, there's no way that's gonna be good. And I bit into it and I was like, that's pretty good.
A
So
cornbread cookie.
and they're
Okay.
not only they're just like huge, like massive cookies.
All right. All right. Okay. Sushi. Yes. No.
Sushi for sure.
Definitely. Okay. All right. Pineapple on pizza. Yes or no?
So
No.
no. I tried
No.
it, but I'm pretty good.
All right. If I gave you a time machine, would you choose to go in the future or in the past?
Mm, I'd say past.
All right. And if we're going to visit the past, where are we going? What time?
Um, I'd say like to watch Iowa back in the day wrestle duels. That'd be pretty awesome.
All right. So like the 1980s Iowa team?
There, that'd be pretty cool.
Okay. All right. That's cool. All right. Awesome. Do you have is there a particular person from the 80s Iowa's the team that you know that you like are interested in or
Not really. Just I don't want to see all of them. That'd be
yeah.
cool. See a
Okay.
full the atmosphere and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. So is there a skill that Grayson has off the mat that people don't really know about?
Um, I'd say people know, but I fish and hunt a lot, so I'd say I'm pretty good at fishing. So
Okay. Do you got does Bremen? Yeah, Bremen. Sorry, I'm Bremen.
very good.
People are gonna be like, you know what? Because I told Grayson this at the beginning. I typically see Bremen, so I'm really trying to work on it. Does Bremen have a fishing team?
They do, but since wrestling, I don't really get to participate that much. I've never
Oh,
been.
is it the same season or whatever?
Well, they do it all year,
Oh,
um,
okay,
majority of the year at least. But so
okay. So
I don't really get
are we fishing like lakes and like for bass and things like that?
this, sir.
All right, cool. All right, so let's go on to Matt. I want you to take you back in time. How old were you when you first, or what grade were you in when you first wrestled, and how did you get into it?
I was 7 years old and I was playing baseball at the time, and I wanted to get stronger for baseball. So I was like, I need to get stronger. So Dad was like, "Yeah, you do. You're gonna start wrestling." And so I started wrestling. I kept playing baseball. Um, Wrestling was not my thing. I was terrible. I had a tantrum. It was just it was just bad. But I kept with it, and then eventually I dropped baseball completely just for wrestling. So yeah, I fell in love with wrestling that way.
So you tell me that the beginning was rough.
It was rough. I would
Uh,
I had a bad anger problem when I was a kid. It was
So were you mad about like losing?
Losing. Yep. I just could not win. Um, I just yeah. I
Okay.
just get. I'm really competitive, so that's why.
Okay.
But
No, I get it. All right. So take me from that point in time to now. What has changed the most about your wrestling? Is it your technique? Is it your confidence? Is it your maturity? Is it your mindset? What's the thing that you feel like you've grown the most in?
I'd say experience with going to bigger tournaments I can't win, tournaments like that put me out of my comfort zone. It's pressured me into being a better wrestler. Training with uh, central guys and guys all over. Um, I feel like the coaches have led me, made me better at technique, camps. I've tried everything and just really grinded to get where I'm at.
Very
So
cool. Well, and now you stand on top of the podium.
I do.
Um, fourth as a freshman, second last year. We talked a little bit about the feeling of losing to persons at the beginning of this. Um, talk about the feeling of winning it compared to losing it.
It was night and day different. Um, it felt really good to win it, but it felt even better since I lost last year that I won it this year. Like to see the progress and how determined and just the work that I put for it. It was very rewarding.
So you get your hand raised. And are you thinking like, we get all sorts, right? I mean, I've been at the Georgia State tournament now for years, and we get people who do backflips. We have people who run and coach, jump in their coach's hands. We have people who point to the crowd. We have people who really just kind of like, okay, and they walk off the mat, and that's kind of the way they handle it. Um, what were you thinking? What was kind of your reaction at the moment?
I got up, flexed, and ran and hugged my coach. I was I was gonna go just shake his hand and walk off the mat. That was my plan, but the emotions, it was just so rewarding. I had to say something, do something. I just had to do something. So
Yeah, no, I mean, you reacted in that way, and that's totally cool. All right, so what's next, Grayson?
winning next year. Just,
Okay,
that's I'm going to NHSCA next week. Been training a little bit for that. Um, and I'm hoping to go to Deep South, maybe a couple other tournaments throughout summer. Uh, go to a couple camps and stuff like that. So
and long term, are we looking? Is this something that you want to wrestle in college, or not necessarily?
I'm thinking about college, but I'm just not 100% sure yet. Um, but yeah, I'm leaning more towards college.
Okay. And the last question I have is the question I've asked everyone, and that is, why wrestle? What is it? What is special about the sport to you?
It's just I feel like it's one of the hardest sports out there, and it's more rewarding to put in all the work, like cutting, like stuff that you don't do at practice, or like you do it all the time. It's not just at practice. It's not just at tournaments. It's literally a lifestyle. You have to work 24/7 about it. You have to wrestle in your head before your tournaments, and it's a 24/7 thing.
Very
So
cool. Very cool. Well, Grayson, I look forward to. Well, actually, I should say this. Number one, congratulations on winning.
thank you.
Number two, I look forward to your run to a second title next year. And if we have this conversation again, I really am going to want to ask you what the difference is, between winning one and versus winning number two. I want to wish you the best of luck at NHSCA's.
Thank
I don't know if this will post before then or after then, but best of luck up there, and best of luck with everything, man.
thank you.
All right, you take care.
You too.